Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I am not going to do a Lost Omega Satan attempt today. Who have we not played in Green Mode in a while? I guess it doesn't matter that much, but probably Maggie, if I'm being honest here. I want to get the lowest percentage chance possible for a break on our donation machine. Ooh, I must have had Eden's Blessing on our last run. Thank God we got the Goat Head in Greed Mode. I'd really love those guaranteed deals with the devil. Ahaha. 22R1 8MV7. Ahaha. Okay, well, kind of an enormous waste of Eden's Blessing, but I totally forgot that we got that on our last run regardless. You gotta pick it up, because you never know. We could have started with Brimstone. You know, it's the story of like how your uncle almost won the state football championship, but he tore his ACL, right? I was on Cade's stream. First run, Eden's Blessing. Second run, play as Maggie. Start with Brimstone. It is incredible. They alive, damn it, it's a miracle. What are the odds? But, obviously in this situation didn't quite work out as well as I would have hoped. I did, ooh, that's actually really useful right now. I did a stream yesterday in NLSS. It's the show, what the hell, so many spirit arts, man. It's the show that I run on Twitch 3 times a week. In case you're not familiar, which is completely possible. You know, a lot of people just watch the Isaac stuff, never see anything else, and I don't hold it against you. I make a lot of content. You gotta stay productive, man. They don't want you to get healthy. Yeah, Proptosis is pretty amazing here, all because of these bombs that we got in the early game, really. I think I will use a bomb to blow up these two right here. Didn't get anything out of it, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna take a little bit of a gamble. We cracked that open for 5 cents. We got 7 cents. Okay, this is a decent deal, I guess. But yeah, I had a pretty good run going. I ended up winning a Greed Mode run. I'm trying to remember who the character was. It wasn't Eden. I think it was Azazel, and I respawned as Dark Judas. But anyway, I could have donated, and I chose not to because we're getting a little up there, you know. We're getting close to 999, and I was like, you know, I can't let that milestone not be on YouTube first. It's nothing against the Twitch TV community at all, just that I know that, you know, people would be salty, and perhaps deservedly so, if that showed up on Twitch, and then, you know, maybe the Twitch exporter breaks and the VOD doesn't make it to YouTube. I think people would be perhaps rightfully a little disappointed. That's, you know, life goes on. But let's try to make it happen here so I can finally unlock the Keeper. And at least, you know, that's one big thing checked off the to-do list. One cumulative achievement that we don't have to worry about so much in the future. And we can start focusing on finally getting those unlocks, getting to 1001%. Again, you know, not to use the analogy that oftentimes sets off some of the community, but I'm not eating a $100 steak in a single bite. Taking my sweet time. Getting butt-fucked, you know, not in the most pleasant way, but still enjoyable, you know, a little bit of tough love, I guess, on the Mega Satan Lost stuff. There's a 3-cent key, apparently, I could have bought. That probably would have been a much better idea. Let's take PJs for the outrageous amount of Spirit Hearts, and then we should be able to get maybe Skinny Odd Mushroom as well. But yeah, I'm ready, basically, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This guy charges 4 times. On the first charge, or the first cycle, he hit us twice, which is pretty sweet. I gotta leave this G-chat window I'm in with Josh because he just dropped like 100 emojis in, and I think it's, you know, I don't, my computer can handle the emojis, but I think it's like it's having a conflict with XSplit or something. Again, they don't talk to me all flippin' day, and then all of a sudden I start recording, and it's like, let's just drop 100 emojis in chat, man. It's life. Look, I'm not doing as much damage maybe as I'd like right here, but mostly it's because I'm standing far away and hitting them with Proptosis. You do still get a damage bonus, obviously, for Proptosis, but we might as well get in there if I feel confident in dodging. I mean, we have enough HP. This is way more HP than you normally would have at this point in a run. Way more damage than you normally have at this point in a Maggie run as well, so I'm feeling pretty good about things. Of course, we got, you know, the two kind of, like, somewhat competing philosophies here. We need to win. We also need to save enough money to make sure that we can make something happen when it comes to donations. And we are getting to the point where I'm almost like, the donation is basically about as important as just raw winning here, because we're getting so close to 999. Every run where we don't make it happen is like another run that we have to do in order to make it happen. Not that that's that big of a deal, but it's, you know, again, it's like edging or something. We got to get it done. I will take Dark Matter. I will take Book of Belial. I will take the Whore of Babylon. It won't be useful yet, but there will be a point in the future where maybe we can make it happen. And this is a big change for us. You know, we've really changed a lot, but the run is I wouldn't say in hand yet, but we got a lot of really good stuff going on. I mean, Dark Matter's the +1 damage that we could really use. We have Proptosis, of course. Goat Head is useless, but life goes on. Skinny on Mushroom, very helpful. Dead Bird, not so much. But Cat of Ninetail's really good. And Whore of Babylon in case we get like a Guppy's Paw or an Abaddon or something like that later. So we bought the 3-cent key on the last floor because a 3-cent key is as cheap as it gets, so you might as well, it's like an investment, you know? We bought low and we sold at the only time that we're able to sell keys, which is when we come across a chest. Let's go check out this room, and it's a bunch of shit we don't need. Pop Book of Belial, and I may actually, like, our damage is so good. I may actually just try to mainline, like, every single wave in one go here, including the bosses. Basically, just because we can, we've already got the benefit of having Book of Belial. You know, why not, see what we get from our deal with the devil, I guess. Because we are guaranteed to get one for several different, you know, redundant reasons. But, we might as well see what we get from a deal with the devil and tailor our pickups from the shop accordingly. Maybe we'll get Brimstone and we'll not feel the need to buy anything else over the course of the rest of the run. Maybe we'll get, you know, enough money that a reroll into maybe like a game-breaking setup seems plausible, you know, a blank card, 2 of diamonds or something like that. For now, though, as you can see, our damage is, like, outrageous. If there's one complaint I have about Greed Mode is that even though I don't win absolutely every single run, I do find that I kind of, like... I win most of them. I either die on the first floor or win the entire run with, like, 80% certainty. So it kind of lacks that uncertainty, you know, that, like, hanging in limbo that you get on a vanilla run. I still like it as a standalone mode, and I think they did a lot more with it than they had to, I guess is what I'm getting at. Like, to make it its own functional thing, but, and standalone thing that is playable, like, even after you've unlocked stuff through it. Like, unlike the Lost Mega Satan run, people aren't gonna probably be too excited to do more, like, Keeper Mega Satan runs, but they'll be excited to play Greed Mode for a time into the future, I'm sure. Man, okay, well, Ouija board is free. I think we should take the nail, honestly. Even more so than the ability to fly. This does put us in the Whore of Babylon state, which I think is actually really good. Obviously, we'll just use this right away. You know, we're Maggie. I think the speed upgrade is worth buying. And apart from that, we're really just down to the next floor. So a little bit dangerous, but, you know, we do have Whore of Babylon active now. Tons and tons of damage. We got Ouija board, and we got the nail, which gives us a damage bonus we can use. Basically the same way we used Book of Belial. I don't really want HP, to be honest with you, so... the only situation in which I could see myself really taking that HP is if I want to, it's a tough one. Probably we'll go Torn Photo. Let's buy the key first, though. The only reason I can see myself taking that HP is maybe, like, right before the deal with the devil. We'll take it and try to get the deal with the devil for that HP. I was hoping there'd be a battery charge in there as well. So, Explosivo, it's just okay. A little dangerous, even. The reason, by the way, that I took the nail, which might be seen as kind of a mistake when we already have Book of Belial, is so that we have some... Basically, we have a sink that we can put our extra charges into. With Book of Belial, it's kind of a waste. You know, after the first time you use it, you're not gaining too much out of it, or anything out of it, so... It seems sensible to me to have something that allows you to use it multiple times, and we get the damage bonus from it, which is probably less than Book of Belial's damage bonus, but it's a damage bonus nonetheless. And we can pretty much accomplish the same thing that we were already doing. Blank Rune. I don't want to take it yet, because I've not had the best experience with Blank Rune. Let's see if we get like a crawl space or something in here. I'd like to keep our damage bonus, so let's at least do the next 2 waves. We might want to do... Or we might want to exempt ourselves temporarily from the deal with the devil wave just to pick up that HP. But it could backfire pretty easily. Like, what if we took the HP and then we end up getting, you know, a Krampus fight or something like that? That's no good. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, you know? We also could afford to pay the Spirit Hearts for it, so it's not a major concern. Definitely Torn Photo. I love the D20, of course, but I just find myself, like, a little hesitant to use it because we already have the nail. And also, as we've found, I'm not really good at using the D20 in Greed Mode. Somebody very generously posted a basic guide about how to use the D20 in Greed Mode. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm gonna suffer the opportunity cost and just, you know, stick with what we got. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're in a great situation. I haven't read the guide yet, but I've seen that the guide was posted, so I'm gonna take a look at that. The D20 seems to show up all the time in greed mode, so I really should educate myself on how to use it. Life goes on for now. Still a good run. Still the potential for a lot of money here. I hear scratching at my door. I hope it's a cat and not some otherworldly demon. Oh, it's Tomo trying to get out. You can get out, buddy. I think this is one of the rare situations in which you do not take 9 lives, and the reason... it's Bracano. The reason you don't take 9 lives here is because it gives us HP back. And also, I wouldn't take away our spirit hearts, but it would give us HP back. Man, I really would prefer to not deal with that if we don't have to. D100, a lot of fun. I think you'd forgive me for not taking it because we use it all the time. But maybe I'm mistaken there. Might as well drop a bomb here. Basically 1 cent profit for nothing. No cost, I mean. Yeah, we'll blow up this guy. Got 8 cents now and a key. Which gives us the cancer item. The HP up is only spirit hearts, so that's good. Fuck it. Let's take the D100. It could be fun. I can't resist. That's my problem. I'm my own worst enemy, man. And this run looks like pretty shitty right off the bat here. We'll start to aggregate transformations, though, and I really find that the D100, usually you win. I probably should have used it on the, oh my god, it's not the tumor transformation, but the dunce cap right now, if that's what we got, is so bad. Our damage is okay, and we got rune bag? Is that what's giving us these runes? I mean, when you phrase it like that, it seems obvious. Yera. Well, now you're like, okay, well, what if we can get blank card or something like that? Then I should just stick with that, but... We could also just use Yera to double our money. I'm not really looking for money equals power. Probably we use Yera to double our money and all the other consumables on the ground, and then we use the D100 in this room to reroll. But I'm gonna reroll, right away first. We got Death's Touch, Eagle Eye, Bomber Boy. Fruitcake? No, $3 bill. I still get those effects confused a lot. Now, I'm making mistakes with the D100 that I also make with the D20. Just have forgiveness for now. I'm working it through, okay? I'm actually much worse than I used to be. Not in terms of skill, hopefully, but I'm much worse than I used to be in terms of, actual damage right now. I was hoping that was a 2 of diamonds, of course. Okay. Well, this is not like an outrageous haul, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm gonna Yera all this shit. Then we're gonna open the chests. We have 5 cents, so we can get a battery charge. Maybe should have done it earlier. But then we'll D100 again. Now we've got the Beelzebub transformation. We still got Death's Touch. Somehow we have Eden's Blessing. Let's crack open these. We've got 31 cents now. I don't know. We must have rerolled into the quarter. And, okay, again, I should have opened these later, but we're just aggregating transformations right now. Come back in here. Reroll golden chest, trying to get, golden keys, I guess. Bumbo, no! I mean, I'm also happy, but at the same time, those are rerolls we could use later. Not too impressed with my actual tiers now. Let's open this, pop this. You know what? Let's be smarter. Grab this first, so not all of our chests are busted. Crack that open. That's a pretty good trinket. I think we can justify that trinket. Crack open this. It's able. We will want to reroll that. Crack open that, of course. Reroll everything. Get Gnawed Leaf. That's probably an item I'll pick up. Oh, we got Cursed Eye like soy milk on this one. That's a classic. Thanks for taking all my money. I appreciate it. Grab this again. I know this is... Yeah, let me just make the comment for you. Oh, it's painful to watch. It's so painful to... It's not painful. Just... It's okay. Life goes on, alright? This is marked, which usually I kind of am not a huge fan of. Go back. I know we're spending a lot of money here. The idea is that we're trying to reroll into infinite money, though. So, you know, it's a decision that I feel okay about making. Still trying to aggregate transformations. Damage seems a little bit better now. Holy Mantle Cricket's body. Sad bombs. Let's see how those sad bombs look. They look pretty good. But we are gonna go back in here and buy this. We're also aggregating like a ton of consumables, which is worth noting. I don't think I can open that golden chest because the key is like locked within everything else. Magic Mush. Tech Point X is oftentimes where we stop ourselves. Might want to just pick up everything we got here. I know that we've got the golden key now, so maybe, you know what, we'll push it just a little bit further. I really don't want to breakfast ourselves, though. So once we find a run we're going to stick with, we're going to stick with it. And probably just get rid of the D100 if possible. Please don't breakfast yourself. You know what, I need 1 penny, actually, here. Let's grab this. This will probably be our last reroll for the time being, because I'm a little frightened. Crack open the golden chest. Might as well get all the value out of those that we've been promised. Speed is so bad right now. Reroll everything. We got the conjoined transformation. We got Popula Duplex. We got Little Brimstone. Let's try to... Oh, get out of jail free card. I don't know what we do with that, but let's just pick up some stuff here and fight some enemies and see how we look. Answer, not that good. Might want to afford another reroll or two. I rerolled through Tech X for a couple of reasons. You know, one of them is that we use it all the fucking time. The other one is that it looked like the damage was not that impressive, but I could be wrong. You know, looks can be deceiving. Sometimes you see like a small ring or like a very slow charge and you go, oh, that's probably shitty, but not always. So I'm just picking up all the stuff for now. Probably pop the Emperor's card. We'll want to use something else in the future. I'm sticking with Flat Penny because we've got like basically unlimited value out of it. We probably won't need that many keys in the future, but who knows if we've rerolled into Guppy's Tail or something like that. Having a great time fighting Skolex. One of my personal favorites, without a doubt. I totally whiffed on that little brimstone shot. That should have been easy. Ooh, just kill him. Stud Finder. Why would I need that when I've already got your mother? Alright, let's just slow our roll here. It's a bomb I'm not really that interested in. A Sun card. A Chaos card. Get some of the shit off the ground. Use the Sun card. Get some vision. We don't want Watch Battery, really. What's this? Get out of jail free. Awaz Rune. Tell you what, let's just pop the Awaz Rune, like, over here and then not walk into it accidentally. Is it a crawl space? I don't think so. Chaos card we'll use to just instantly kill Ultra Greed. Not an enormous fan of this run right now. This is something, like, I want to reroll this. But I'm also scared, and I think, like, deservedly so. Because we gotta be getting... I've probably done 6 or 7 full rerolls. And by 6 or 7, I actually mean, like, you know, 600 or 700. I think my numbers might be slightly off there, but... I don't want to breakfast ourselves. It's possible we could breakfast ourselves and still win with the Chaos card. Obviously, all we have to do is not miss. But I'd rather not even have it be like a conundrum. I hate that we have Little Brimstone, but it's so far back in the pack that I can't make it happen here. Like Skolex twice in a row is just cruel with this kind of setup we've got going on. We've rerolled through Mom's Knife, so through Nod Leaf, so I can't just let him walk into Mom's Knife. Okay, well, I mean, we should take both of these, because I'm going to reroll probably anyway. Even though these are both good, hey, it gives me more reroll pedestals, more chances to get something awesome in the future. If you give me, like, ceremonial anything, I'm happy with that as well. Lover's card. Well, might as well toss it down. Grab this. Can't reroll the Bible, unfortunately. Get out of jail free Chaos. We're definitely rolling Chaos card. Grab this. Probably at this point come in here and just reroll that. We get a speed upgrade, which is actually quite nice. This is more along the lines of what I would be looking for. This is a very, very strange setup. We'll have the opportunity to see if it can actually do damage in just a second here. This is why I continue to reroll, is for the insanity of this. Now we're on Shoal. Oh, no. Not putting this run that much in jeopardy. We will take Binky. Firing much more quickly now as a result of that Binky pickup, I think. 99 bombs. That apparently home. That's a little... Not home, like it brought enemies to it, which is a little scary, but... I don't know if Lump of Coal would affect us here. Ooh, Curse of the Tower. That just straight up killed Demon Judgment. We also have Dark Bum, so our HP shouldn't be a concern. What was in here again? Oh, Glass Cannon, right. Okay, let's see what happens damage-wise here. This seems pretty good. It's unusual. Obviously, there's some, like, rubber cement action going on here somewhere. The hitbox on our shots is, like, piss poor. But the idea that we could hit enemies from across the map without even really aiming at them is a little too tempting for me to pass up, to be honest with you. We just gotta find these perfect angles where we can't be hit. But we can still hit, like, all the important spots on the map. I'm gonna roll with this. And honestly, I think this sets us up, like, completely. Do we have... We must have Strange Attractor. Man, I'm not a huge fan of Curse of the Tower in this situation, but life goes on. I may get to 99 cents, and since I don't really make an effort to play Greed Mode as Maggie, I'm sure our donation risk can't be more than like 1% right now. One last wave. I don't think we really need to buy anything. Like, it seems strong enough to... We don't need to kill Ultra Greed. Basically, it just comes down to, is this strong enough to get us to Ultra Greed so we can Chaos card? And the answer to that question is, like, obviously yes. We're, like, 6-shotting Mask of Infamy. That's nothing to sneeze at. Inside of here, anything... What the fuck? I mean, will it ruin our synergy? Probably, but let's try. No, it did not ruin our synergy at all. We must have Tech 2 going on here. So this is like, you know, totally I Am Become Death, Destroyer of Worlds shit right now. I like it. Let's head down to the next floor. 99 cents are not necessary. We really only need like 70, so like that's pretty much a guarantee. We might not get there by the end of this floor, but you know, we will fight Greed or Ultra or Super Greed. That will give us, you know, somewhere in the vicinity of like 10 to 25 cents. I like that my previously like primary tier effects are now secondary. Big ol' laser beams that fire across the entire map and can ricochet and hit enemies. And I still have 5 mom's knives as my primary attacks here. These are not, you know, phrases I'm used to saying in my adult life. Okay, first phase is done here. Or, you know, probably not in the life of a child either, if we're being realistic. Envy gets pretty hard countered by piercing laser beams that do a ton of damage. I would really love, like, Mulligan on this, assuming it would actually work. An enemy that we can actually hit and kill in, like, 3 hits is a little bit more palatable for us. And finally, of course, our deal with the devil. Not double stain for once, which I actually didn't even know was possible, but... Krampus fight Lump of Coal? We don't have Chaos or anything. Yeah, Lump of Coal, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Hopefully our HP is acceptable. I think I only got hit once or twice there, so... Not sweating it too much, especially with that extra Spirit Heart. Okay, this could be the moment of truth. Could be our last Greed Mode run. For a while. Not forever, but for a while. There was no boss! We didn't get the money I was promised. Okay, we got 84 cents. That's more than enough to get us to 999 if we have the option to. So, we got 94 cents now. Just get ready for Chaos card. Wait for him to stand still. Hit him with Chaos card. Okay, now it's the moment of truth. Oh, Lord. What is going on with that chest? We have a 0% donation risk, and we only need to donate like another 45 cents. 44 cents. This will definitely mean that the next run is the keeper. If we get there. I don't take anything for granted at this point. There is a reasonable likelihood that this will just not work out for us. But we only need 19 more cents to go. Please don't make this another, like, Pseudo Uno run. Pseudo Uno, great name for a card game. 1, 2, 3, 1. If only everyone was as generous as you are. What happens if I donate 1 more cent? Whoa, the fireworks! Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you do have to do one more cent. Okay, good. Oh, thanks for all the dimes. Much appreciated. Let's re-roll our whole run, see if we get something ridiculous to finish with here. It seems like relatively also absurd. Thanks for watching. We should have the Keeper unlocked now. There he is. Here he's a pretty tough nut to crack. Apparently we've already done half of the game with him somehow. Beats me. But for now, thanks for watching. And of course, if you enjoyed it, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll be back tomorrow, or at least a few hours later today with another episode playing as the Keeper. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.